Chris Stapleton, in my opinion, is one of the best guitar players of our day. But the dude's voice is like an angel. So nobody really talks about how good his guitar playing actually is. And he's got some of the best tone in the business, too. Today, I'm going to teach you 3 intros by Chris Stapleton that will make you a better guitar player. We've got Death Row, Midnight Train to Memphis, and Parachute. None of these songs are particularly difficult, so at any level, we can go ahead and start learning these songs. The first one that we're going to learn is Midnight Train to Memphis. So Midnight Train to Memphis starts off with a nice, juicy, open E power chord. Then he catches the 3rd fret of the low E down to an open A power chord. 3rd fret of the low E again. And then from the high E, he rakes all the open strings. And then he goes into that awesome riff. So that sounds super cool, and it's really similar to AC/DC. So first thing that we need to practice when learning Midnight Train to Memphis is our picking hand. So our picking hand is not really stopping, and it's gonna do this motion here. And what he's doing, he's using his index finger to mute all the strings that he doesn't want to play. This is a leaf out of Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Chris Stapleton does this really well as well. So he's going to play that open E power chord, and his picking hand is going to keep going. Let's do it really slowly. So the meat of this is playing an open E power chord, using that low E in the 3rd fret to bounce between the open E and the open A. This is going to be probably one of the more tricky ones that I teach you in this video, but it's not unreachable. It's just takes a little bit of practice with the picking hand and the fretting hand. But this song sounds amazing. I was fortunate enough to see him live, and when he played this, he brought the house down. This is such a cool song, and it sounds awesome. You can play it on an acoustic guitar, and it sounds just as good. The next song is going to be Death Row. This song sounds so cool. It's got a super haunting intro, and it's actually played throughout the entire song, and it goes like this. It's super cool. And really, he's just using the G minor pentatonic to embellish what the bass guitar is playing. So the way that we play it is 3rd fret of the low E, and we're going to go from 3rd fret of the low E to 5th fret of the D. He's just outlining G notes, and he's outlining a G minor chord. So 3rd fret of the low E, 5th fret of the D. Then I play it. This part right here could be played 2 different ways. I'm gonna show you the way that I play it, and then I'll show you the other way that you could play it. I come down here to the 1st fret of the A string and play 1st fret A, 3rd fret A. You could play it like this: 6th fret of the low E and 3rd fret of the A. I just don't prefer to play it that way. Either way is fine. So right now we've got. Then we're going to repeat. Then we're going to go on the low E and slide up from the 5th fret to the 6th. Play 5th fret of the A. Then we're going to walk down from 6, 5, 3 on the low E. Slowly, all together. And that repeats throughout the entire song. And as he's doing that, he's also embellishing and riffing in the G minor pentatonic. Super cool song, really easy to play. And it's a good way to practice skipping strings because he's skipping between the low E and the D and the A. And it's just a really good exercise in picking dynamics. The next song is going to be Parachute. Parachute is probably going to be the trickiest song that we learn in this video, but again, it's not unreachable to play at any guitar level. So on the record, he's playing, I believe there's a mandolin playing with him. So it's not going to sound identical to the record because he's got a mandolin playing as well. But what he is playing, he's starting off in the 9th fret on the D. He's going 9 on the D, 7 on the G, 9 on the G. And he's going to bend and release really quick on the 9th fret of the G and pull off to the 7th fret of the G. And then back to the 9th fret on the D again. This is the tricky part this is the trickiest part of the riff in my opinion. Slide from the 5th fret of the A to the 7th fret on the A. 5 on the D, 7 on the D. Pick it again on the 7th fret and slide up to the 9 on the D. After that, you're going to pick 9 again and pull off to the 7 and slide back to the 5 on the D all at once. So all at one time, you're going to pick 9 on the D, pull off to 7 on the D, slide back with the quickness to 5 on the D and pick it. And then end on 7th fret of the A. All together slowly, it goes. And the cool thing about these riffs is as you learn to play them a little bit, you'll start embellishing them yourself. There's a lot of room. That's the one thing about Chris Stapleton. He's kind of like Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. He knows exactly what to put where. And he leaves a lot of open air. And that's one of the reasons why it sounds so good. He doesn't fill it up with a bunch of notes. He fills it with exactly what it needs. But as a guitar player, that's fun because now if I want to, I can kind of riff on it a little bit and it leaves room for me to do that and practice my improvisational skills. That was a long word. If you like Chris Stapleton, I've got a video breaking down Tennessee Whiskey from start to finish, solo included, that you can find right here. Tennessee Whiskey has an amazing solo to learn. The thing sounds awesome. And I break it down in that video for you. Let me know in the comments below if there's another artist you'd like to learn from, if there's another Chris Stapleton song you would like to learn from. Also, if you like the video, do me a favor, run up, bear hug the like button for me. And remember, practice doesn't necessarily make you perfect, but it can make you okay. We'll see you on the next one.